This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, a big weekend in Spencer County with many events scheduled. Registration opens for the Heartland Half Marathon, and WJTS TV continues its series highlighting the WBDC Country Showdown contestants. Kurt Guxell will be in with a look at sports, and on WJTS Inform, Ashley Sudbury, Purdue Extension Community Wellness Coordinator, discusses complete streets. All to come on 18 WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. We're local people watching local people. Wet road conditions are considered to have been the cause of a two-vehicle rear-end collision Tuesday afternoon at the Ferdinand exit of Interstate 64 that injured a Spencer County teen. Just before 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, officers with the Ferdinand Police Department were called to the report of an accident with injuries along the northbound lanes of State Road 162 on the overpass over I-64. 17-year-old Lyric Darling of Santa Claus told Ferdinand police she could not stop her vehicle in time due to wet road conditions at the time and struck the rear of an SUV driven by 17-year-old Jacobson Wagner of Lagodi. Darling complained of pain to her right ankle. She was taken by ambulance to Memorial Hospital in Jasper for treatment of a possible broken right ankle. $1,500 total damage was reported and no charges were filed. Ferdinand police were assisted at the scene by the Ferdinand Fire Department and Memorial Hospital Emergency Medical Services. A trooper with the Indiana State Police Jasper Post has been credited with going above and beyond to help a mother with a newborn. Tuesday morning, Sergeant George Wooten responded to an area along westbound Interstate 64 near the 95-mile marker in Crawford County for a single vehicle accident with a minor injury. State police say the driver, 19-year-old Caitlin Wood of Seymour, hydroplaned and drove off the roadway during an early morning rainstorm that resulted in the minor injury accident. Police say Wood had her newborn in the vehicle at the time of the accident. She and her child were taken to the Harrison County Hospital via ambulance as a precautionary measure. Meanwhile, Sergeant Wooten went above and beyond by driving Wood's vehicle to the Harrison County Hospital. Wooten explained the vehicle was fine and she wasn't from around the area, so having transportation for her and the newborn would have been an issue. Wooten also explained being a young parent is tough enough as it is, and he wanted to save Wood a couple $100 for a tow bill. Ultimately, Wood and her newborn were treated and released Tuesday from the Harrison County Hospital. That's some good news. This weekend will be full of activities in Spencer County. The county will be celebrating its bicentennial with a festival set to take place this Saturday, June 2nd. On Saturday, the day will start with a family 5K at 7:30 a.m., which will be followed by the Bicentennial Parade at 10 a.m. with the lineup in the park at 9 a.m. The day of celebrating will continue along 4th and Main Streets in Rockport with family-friendly entertainment, music, and food. A cruise-in will also be held along Main Street at 5 p.m. For more information on the Spencer County Bicentennial celebration, visit the website cityofrockport.in.gov. This weekend is also the Spencer County Relay for Life at Honey Creek Farm, located along US 231 north of Rockport. The relay kicks off at 11 a.m. and runs until 11 p.m. The public is encouraged to attend. By the way, Faith Schaefer will be joining us on WJTS Inform tomorrow night to talk about the Relay for Life in Spencer County. Tune in then. Now, another event in Spencer County will be the annual Bonifest at historic St. Boniface Catholic Church in Fulda. It will be held Saturday, June 2nd. The celebration is the Feast Day of St. Boniface. The event begins with Mass at 5 p.m., followed by the sale of barbecue chicken and pork chop dinners. The cost is $10 and includes German fries, baked beans, and slaw. A food court will feature hamburgers, grilled tenderloins, haystacks, mac and cheese balls, and kettle corn. The beer garden opens at 6 o'clock. Live music by Studebaker begins at 7 p.m. The celebration is sponsored by the St. Boniface Men's Society. All proceeds will benefit the historic St. Boniface Catholic Church. The public is welcome. And wait, there is more going on in Spencer County this weekend. The Lincoln Amphitheater's 2018 Performance Series continues on June 2nd as the Spencer County Community Foundation presents Marty Stewart and his fabulous superlatives. Doors for the show open at 5 p.m. and Kentucky Bluegrass group, the Price Sisters, will open with a performance at 6:30 p.m. Stewart will take the stage at 7:30 p.m. All times mentioned for Spencer County are Central Time. Perry County's health rankings over the past decade have seen a substantial improvement from near the bottom of Indiana's 92 counties to above the midway point. In 2009, the county ranked 86th in the state in the annual study conducted nationwide by the University of Wisconsin and Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. The study ranks states and counties in two broad areas related to health outcomes and health factors. Health outcomes include data on premature deaths, the number of days people who report are being physically or mentally unhealthy, and even low birth weights. In the latest rankings, Perry County had moved up to 41st in health outcomes in 2018, up 45 positions. Perry County ranks 51st in health factors, which includes various statistics such as smoking rates, obesity, physical inactivity, and excessive drinking. Also included in the health factors ranking are other data that can influence people's health, from access to health care, the percentage of residents without health insurance, graduation rates, unemployment, and poverty. Finally, the rankings take into consideration air pollution. The 7th annual Heartland Half Marathon is scheduled for Labor Day weekend on Saturday, September 1st. The event will once again include a half marathon, 5K, and team challenge. Cash prizes will be given to the top 3 male and female half marathon finishers. First place $500, second place $250, and third place $100. The hilly scenic course takes runners through commercial and residential areas in Jasper with challenging peaks midway through the route. The team challenge is a relay comprised of 4-person team and follows the same course as the half marathon. The registration fee for the half marathon is $50 if registered before June 18th. The fee will increase to $60 on June 18th to $70 on June 13th. The registration fee for the 5K is $20 if registered before the 17th. Afterward, it will increase to $25 on June 18th. The registration fee for the team challenge is $20 per person or $80 per team if registered before the 17th. The fee will then increase to $25 per person or $100 per team on the 18th. Pre-registrants will receive a technical shirt, and the first 500 half marathon registrants will receive a special gift. Thinking of running in the Heartland? Well, a free 12-week Heartland half marathon and 5K training plan will start Sunday, June 10th and will end on race day. The plan will have days on your own, cross-training days, and 2 optional weekly group runs on Sundays at 7 a.m. and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. All group runs start and end at Downtown Fitness and Running, located at 331 Mill Street in Jasper. The Heartland Half Marathon 5K and Team Challenge are being coordinated by DC Multisport, a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting health and wellness while giving back to local communities. Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center is the event's corporate sponsor. The majority of the proceeds from this year's race will be given to the Philip R. Dawkins Heart and Vascular Center. 10% of the proceeds will go toward DC Multisport Endowment to ensure future stability of the organization and to continue its efforts to give toward worthy causes. To register for the Heartland Half Marathon 5K or Team Challenge, visit heartlandhalfmarathon.com or runsignup.com. For more information, please call Memorial Hospital's Marketing Department at 812-996-2338. That is 812-996-2338. The Benedictine monks at St. Meinrad Archabbey recently celebrated the priesthood ordination jubilees of 4 of their confreres. Honored were Father Bonaventure Knabel for 75 years, Father Columba Kelly, 60 years, Father Noel Mueller, 50 years, and Father Dennis Robinson, 25 years. Father Bonaventure professed his monastic vows on August 6, 1938, and was ordained into the priesthood on June 5, 1943. This year also marks the 80th anniversary of his monastic profession and his 100th birthday. Father Columba is a native of Williamsburg, Iowa. He professed vows on July 30th, 1953, and was ordained to the priesthood on July 5th, 1958. He graduated from St. Minor College and then earned a degree in sacred theology from St. Anselmo in 1959. He then studied at the Pontifical Institute of Sacred Music in Rome, earning a doctorate in 1963. Father Noel is a native of Louisville, Kentucky, and professed his monastic views on August 15th, 1963. He was ordained a priest on September 22nd, 1968. Currently, he serves as a formation dean in the seminary and is a spiritual director and retreat director. Father Dennis is a native of Mississippi. He attended St. Mildred College and School of Theology, earning a bachelor's degree in philosophy, that is, in 1989, and a Master of Divinity in 1993. Crisis Connection will be hosting a volunteer information session on Wednesday, June 13th from 6 until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time at their office at 1500 South Meridian Road in Jasper. Anyone interested in volunteering for Crisis Connection and becoming a Crisis Connection volunteer in peace, helping in domestic violence and sexual assault, is encouraged to attend this information session. Those on hand will have the opportunity to meet current volunteers, tour the facility, complete a volunteer application if interested, and learn about available opportunities, including assisting with answering the phones and covering the office on weekdays, hotline coverage, fundraising, helping with Natural Helpers program, etc. Anyone interested, whether or not you are able to attend, can contact Joanne Canese at the Crisis Connection Prevention Coordinator at Joanne, Joan.Canese, K-N-I-E-S, at crisisconnection.org, or by calling 812-482-1555. That's 482-1555. Tonight, WJTS TV continues its series on talent at next week's WBDC Country Showdown. Tonight, Zach Gruber takes a look at two more contestants.
We return to look at the contestants of this year's WBDC Country Showdown. The first act we will look at today is a girl from Paducah, Kentucky, who plans on bringing something a little different to the table.
My name is Elizabeth Culp. I am 17 years old, and I am from Paducah, Kentucky.
Elizabeth is new to the WBDC Country Showdown stage, but the spotlight is not foreign to her, competing multiple times in the Kentucky Opry Talent Search. Elizabeth, armed with one of her many ukulele, finds her musical inspiration through folk and psychedelic rock, which she plans to blend in with her country performance.
I love psychedelic 70s music, specifically the Beatles and John Lennon in that psychedelic era, not their early boy band era. It was very interesting, to say the least. I also love Arctic Monkeys because they bring back that old rock feel with a new twist, and I also love Dodie Clark for her soothing, sweet ukulele music. I'm maybe going to do something like that, or at least a Dodie Clark-esque style with a Johnny Cash song that I'm doing, Ring of Fire, and then I have my own song, Mr. Heartbreak, which I'm going to do. It's very different, I'd say, than any other kind of style I do.
Elizabeth says her mother and her grandmother have been huge inspirations to her, with them pushing her towards her dreams and aren't afraid to be honest about Elizabeth's performances.
They've always been there to push me to do more with my music. They've inspired me, and they give me constructive criticism, unlike just being the yes parents. Like, no, like if there's something wrong, they will tell me, I like it this way, but you could also try this.
Elizabeth's folky favorites and psychedelic inspirations will play a part in how she performs her tunes. Elizabeth wants to show her unique style in her songs, like that of Johnny Cash. And with the grand prize of $1,000 in her sight, Elizabeth says if she goes all the way and wins the competition, she will spend the money the only way she knows how.
Buy a lot of ukuleles, or just more musical instruments in general, or sound equipment, or put it towards college probably. I'm wanting to go to Morehead State University and study commercial music and something involving movies, because I love movies too.
Welcome to Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you, and I'd be lying.
The next person we will take a look at is someone who is a familiar face to the WBDC Country Showdown audience.
I'm Justin Rote. I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Jasper, Indiana.
Justin Rote, who competed in the 2017 Country Showdown, takes a liking to the modern aspect on country music rather than to a more traditional sound.
I mean, I like all kinds of music. I'm a pretty well-rounded person when it comes to music because I feel like people's voices are very unique. But if I had to say my favorite country artist, it'd probably either be Thomas Rhett or Kane Brown.
Baby, I'm crazy about you.
Since he started singing at a young age, Justin's biggest supporter has always been his mother, cheering him on from the stage of his church and now the stage of the showdown.
I'd have to say my mother would probably be it because she's always pushed me with my music and always booked my shows and stuff. Literally, I wouldn't even know about a show and she'd be like, hey, we're going to play here. And I'm like, okay, let's go do it and stuff. But she's always pushed me to do my best and stuff through my music and stuff. And she's probably been my most #1 supporter out there. And I know I can always look for her for answers. You and me in this moment.
As said before, Justin is a fan of the modern sound of country music and plans on playing Kane Brown's new mega hit that has been climbing the country music charts.
One of my songs is going to be Heaven by Kane Brown because it's just a really smooth song and stuff, and when his voice, it may be, the thing about the song though is it's really low for my voice, so I gotta really kind of challenge my voice to make the sound very quality was. So I have to really perfect my voice on this, and I just thought it would be a good challenge to try this song.
Justin says if he wins the showdown and gets the $1,000 grand prize, he will probably do what anybody his age would do.
I'd probably pay off some college loans.
Will Elizabeth Culp or Justin Rote win the WBDC Country Showdown? Find out June 7th at the Jasper Arts Center as WBDC takes the stage for the 37th annual WBDC Country Showdown. Tickets are on sale now. Join us tomorrow as we look at more WBDC Country Showdown contestants right here on 18 WJTS.
Thanks, Zach. Tomorrow night, WJTS TV will take a look at another set of contestants in the WBDC Country Showdown at the Jasper Arts Center. Advance tickets are available from 8 to 5 here at the WJTS WBDC studios at 458 3rd Avenue in Jasper. The Indiana Department of Transportation announces a full closure of the US 50 in Montgomery for a structure replacement project on or around Monday, June 4th. Contractors will close US 50 about 7.5 miles east of the intersection of State Road 57 for excavation and replacement of a drainage structure. The closure will be in effect for about 10 days around the clock. The official detour for the closure uses I-69, State Road 58, US 231, and US 50. INDOT encourages drivers to slow down and stay alert near crews. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and WJTS Inform featuring Purdue Extension Community Wellness Coordinator Ashley Sudbury, all still to come on 18 WJTS News.